So this is my guide on how to finish Elden Ring without my help. Although presumably you might summon people to help you. You're definitely going to summon NPCs. You're going to summon Spirit Ashes at some point. So just looking at the stats, you want your vigor, your endurance, and your strength to be the highest, starting out. Those are the three stats we're going to focus on. And if we just kind of go through these characters, you'll see that the first one, Vagabond, he's got the best vigor, the best strength, the best endurance. Maybe not the best endurance, but like close enough, the combined. You could start as a hero character. They have a higher strength. Actually, that's probably a good alternate. Except we're going to start with the Vagabond because he's got a better shield. And I'll just let you know that the very first time that I played the game, I made a prisoner. He starts with a wand, so I knew he was going to have spells. Or he starts with a staff, I guess is what they call it. But it looked like a wand from this picture. And he's got that weird helmet. But if you look at his stats, his vigor's not that high, his strength is not that high, his endurance is not that high. He's really got a lot of points in dexterity and intelligence. So when I first started playing the game, I was using dex weapons and I was casting spells, but you don't get access to a lot of that stuff right away, so I think I hurt myself in the long run by playing through with that character. You could start as a wretch and be totally disadvantaged, but I am going to recommend you start as a vagabond. And I don't know what to name this this guy, so I guess we're just going to name him Poophead. We're going to start... We could start with a lot of different things. Usually, when I'm playing through... Because I've played through the game 4 or 5 times now, I always start with a stone sword key. You're going to get access to the Fanged Imp Ashes pretty early on. You could get a head start on upgrading your flask with a golden seed. But I'm going to tell you to just take a Lands Between rune, because you want a little bit of a boost to level up early on. And then... oh, look at that. I thought there was like a change the appearance kind of thing, but I guess... Oh, that's it. Choose base template? No, that's... Yeah, that is what it is. Oh, it's the different... Yeah. I haven't made a new character in a while. So, I think there's no inherent benefit or drawback to just starting as one of these characters. I think I'm going to go with that, and it really doesn't matter very much what you change. I think I want his white hair to be a little bit more prominent, so we're going to... Old guy. Maybe I should call him Old Guy instead of Poophead. Well, anyway, I am going to be skipping all of the cutscenes. I'm going to skip as much dialogue as I can because you can watch that on your own time. You can do that when you're playing the game. I'm not going to waste any time sitting here and watching through it. I pre-ordered the game, so every time I make a new character, it just starts with that ring gesture. Let's see. I'm gonna change that to there. That's typically what how I like to greet people when I summon them. I'm gonna skip all those tooltips also when they pop up. Okay, so right away, the Vagabond is armed with 2 weapons. You want to drop the halberd out this thing because it's very heavy. And it brings your equip load up to heavy. I was on the far right character status, all the way at the bottom where it says equip load. Right now it says heavy. Drop the halberd, and now it's medium. So you notice before I rolled really slow, now I roll fast. we want to roll fast. That is a multiplayer tool. I'm just going to kind of skip it for now. I think that's what you use if you want to leave a sign. And I don't think you have any reason to use that right now or anytime soon, really. This first fight is really difficult. It is possible to beat him. It's possible to beat this guy. I have never really attempted it. Hey, how's it going? Oof. I'm actually, I was about to say I'm doing kind of well. Oh, no, I'm not. There, I'm dead. And another cutscene that we're going to skip. And I think there's like 2 cutscenes in a row. Yep, 2 cutscenes in a row. And now we have our flasks. The Cave of Knowledge, this is the tutorial area. I highly recommend coming through here and reading everything really carefully. I'm not going to read it very carefully. I'm just going to run through it. This is a pretty nice area just because you will pick up some runes along the way. And I think we need 811 to level up. So every little bit will help, and it's a really good place for practicing all of the different moves. That's a guard counter, what I just did. You can read the tooltips yourself. But that's my favorite attack, actually, is the guard counter. You put up a shield and then get attacked. You hear that little... Here we go. Okay, so in the middle section here, it's the equipment, right? The heater shield. Under guarded damage negation, upper right-hand corner of the middle section, it says physical 100%. That's like 100%. 100% of the physical damage is being negated when I use my shield, and that is why we started with this character, because he's got a really nice shield. There are other really nice shields. Not all of the really nice shields have 100% damage negation, but I kind of prefer it because I'm an old school guy. I learned these games with Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, and you could effectively block things with shields in those games. You didn't need to learn how to parry. You didn't need to learn how to dodge. So it was my preferred parry. It was my preferred method of fighting is with a shield. Do we want to crouch? It doesn't matter. I love jumping up and hitting these guys. Stake of America. I'm sure you've seen those before because you've been having so many problems. So now we've already got 200 rooms. We're 1/4 of the way towards leveling up again. And there's my guard counter. I love using that guard counter. Huh. It has been a while since I played through the tutorial, but I remember that guy being tougher. And now look at that, another 400 runes. We are 3/4 of the way toward leveling up. Coming through the tutorial also gives you strength. And we are going to change... Oh, there it is. I walked right past it. Change our emotes so that we can include strength. My phone just beeped at me. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, so normally I start with a stone sword key so that I can use it in this little statue. And then it opens this gate and I can go down there and do stuff. This is the last of our cooperative multiplayer tools. Go up this way. We're going to run into White Mask Vare. Don't attack him. I know you kind of screwed that up the first time and lost all your starting rooms. Don't attack him. As much as you want to, don't. We actually need him to be alive later because he's going to give us stuff when you get past other bosses. And, oh yeah, we can't level up yet. What am I thinking? Oh yeah, the map. Yeah, I'm trying to get all these tooltips out of the way. We will be teleporting from site to site pretty frequently. Yep, skipping. I'm just going to keep talking to him until his dialogue repeats. That's called exhausting the dialogue. So, to Castle Stormvale, that's what he repeats. You want to go to Castle Stormvale. But that's literally what we don't want to do. We're a little underleveled for doing that at the moment. Just like we're underleveled to fight this guy. We're going to run around him and kill a sheep. Wait, did it drop something? Oh no, that was more Roa fruit. That's another thing. Every time you run across things on the ground, pick it up. Thin beast bones. Thin beast bones are useful for making arrows. Except that almost every vendor sells arrows, so really you're only going to run out of arrows if you don't have runes to spend. The Church of Ella. Fast travel to sites of grace. So we're going to pick up that smithing stone. I believe... Oh yeah, we don't have enough. That smithing table, I think, will only raise up items to +3, I think? I don't remember. We'll find out soon enough. About Kale. Yeah, we want to ask all of the little... all of the little things that the NPCs say. You want to go through all of them. Oh, I didn't realize he repeated that stuff. Okay, so yeah, we are going to buy a crafting kit. It's useful a lot later on. We will want to pick up definitely this cookbook later. I don't really use a lot of these. I know if you watch people's playthroughs, a lot of times when people are showing off their fights with bosses, they're using all these things that they've crafted right before they go in and fight the boss, and I never use those things, which is probably why I have a hard time with bosses. And let me get to streaming. The reason that I'm streaming my playthrough is so that you can see all of my mistakes, all of my deaths. We're going to keep a little death count going from video to video. Yes, I'm going to pick a fight with this guy, even though I know I'm probably going to die. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. One hit and like half my health is gone. Oy! 2 hits and most of my health is gone. Oh! Didn't expect that. Okay. What a waste. Death. Oh. Wow. Oh, I kind of wasted that. Oof. I think it would be really amazing if I actually did beat this guy with this character, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Well, I did get a third of his health down. I am going to do that occasionally. I am just going to like pick a fight and say, let's see what happens, because death is temporary. And as long as you can pick up your runes, you should be good. So I'm just going to finish this video up by finding our little finger maiden. "77 runes." It's not too bad. You basically need to leave the Church of Ella and find another site of grace and rest there. I don't think it matters what site of grace you go to. I am picking up a lot of these earthly flowers because we're going to make some multiplayer consumables. Anytime I see one of those earthly flowers, I'm picking them up. Oh, there's one. There's another one. Some more Roa fruit over there. The Roa fruit is used to make a health consumable for Torrent, the horse that you get. I don't think I've ever actually used that in game. I think there might have been one fight where I felt like I needed to heal Torrent because I was on horseback for the fight, and so I put it. I made some and put it into my quick access toolbar. But yeah, I don't think you'll ever actually use it. Like I said, skipping the cutscenes, skipping the dialogue, except. And now we can get the horse, Torrent. And now we can also level up. So I'm going to stand up pretty quick. Yeah, the quick. More tooltips that I don't need to see. I'm sure I could have turned those off before I started playing. I just, I didn't. If you really want to read them, you can pause the video, right? Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is bring our vigor, our strength, not our dexterity, and our endurance as close to equal as possible. So vigor, endurance, strength, pretty close. I need about 900 more runes. We're going to get that in a moment. Doesn't really matter what level they are at. We just want to raise all three as much as possible. And I would say vigor is more important than endurance. Endurance is more important than strength. So that's kind of the priority. If you've got 3 points and you want to put them all in vigor, do so. If you've got 3 points and you want to put them all in strength, well, your vigor better be 3 points higher. Your vigor and your endurance better be 3 points higher. So we're going to get that map. I'm going to show... Oh, I forgot to pick it up. I opened the thing and then I forgot to pick it up. But we're going to do this kind of stealthily. That's my ADHD kicking in. I forgot what I was going to do. So this guy, he's got that horn, so he won't actually attack us right away. He'll pull his sword, and then he'll pull out the horn. He'll put the sword away, and he'll pull out the horn. These guys are all pretty easy to deal with, especially if you do guard counter. You just don't want to have them all coming at you at the same time, because you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. Hey! Oh yeah, that's right, we're at night. At night, there's more guys flying around, or literally, there's more enemies at night, I feel like. You know, I've played this game so many times, and I fought this guy right here at night, and I've never caught the attention of those guys before. Of course, as soon as I start streaming, that's when I get attacked by them. A bullet! Okay, so I'm going to go pick up the map. We're going to get another tooltip about it pretty soon. I don't know if you noticed, but I am locking on to some of these guys when I fight them. I don't always do that, but in this situation, I kind of wanted to. I'm going to take this off of my quick bar. I forget the names of things sometimes, too, so I might just, like, use nonsense words to describe something until I find it, and then go, oh, yeah, quick bar. Because I think I called this, oh god damn, I don't even know where it is. I think I called this a toolbar, a quick toolbar. Yeah, this guy has more hit points, and he's better armored than all the other guys around here, but you shouldn't let that intimidate you. If you can isolate him, you can fight him pretty easily. You'll notice that I'm going around to my right, his left, and oof, that's an attack that you want to avoid. Once he starts doing some of these attacks, it's usually pretty easy to get behind him. Oh, didn't line up right for that. There we go. Got another backstab on him. So really, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of clearing this area one at a time. So I'm going to crouch, and if I hold circle down while I'm crouched, I will crouch walk faster. Picking up another Erdleaf flower. We're going to stab this guy in the back. I don't care that I've made this guy aware of my presence, because I can take him out pretty easily. Tree and Beast Surcoat. Don't worry, we'll go through all the equipment as I pick it up, but I like to look at it once an area is cleared, or once I have time and safety to do so. So I'm going to draw this guy out. Death. You'll notice I took lock on off as I did that death blow so that I can draw out this guy, or at least look in his direction. So that wolf has also made these two show up. A little heavy attack there. And now, I do believe... Oh, no, I got one guy left. You can see when they're doing a strong attack, it's pretty easy, actually, to get around them and do a backstab. So, down here, we are going to get our first Wet knife? Is that what it's called? I think it's called a wet knife. Allows us to put ash of war on our weapons. Whetstone knife. You know, I was going to call it a whetstone, but I knew that was wrong because I knew that it was a knife. Whatever. Whetstone knife. Oh, yeah. You know what I forgot to do? I wanted to put Torrent's ring on my little pouch thingy here. I kind of want to take this off, but I don't think I've ever used, what is that called? A memory of grace. I don't think I've ever used that. I don't know what it would be for, except maybe putting something down in a dungeon if you think you're going to get lost. So I'm going to rest here. Does Melina show up? No, she doesn't. But now all of these guys have respawned. I like to call it a reset. You're not only resetting your health and your flasks, but you're resetting the world. So these guys technically I think are all undead just like you, but their brains are soft putty. And that's why they don't have the same kind of grit and resolve that you do as a tarnished. I'm only coming back here to kill these guys because I forgot to open this thing. I knew I was missing something, and I couldn't quite remember what it was. So the flail, you need a 16 dexterity to use, I think. Let's just look at it. 18 dexterity, excuse me. But that's a really nice weapon it's a really nice early weapon if you're playing as a dex character. When I first played through as a prisoner, that's what I did. I leveled up dexterity and intelligence. And I thought that would help. And it kind of did for a little bit. Okay, so that was what I wanted. Vigor, endurance, and strength at 15. I'm a little happy that I got it in my first video for you. What we are going to... Oh, that's right. I picked up a map. What we're going to do is go back to the Church of Ella because we have a little NPC dialogue that has been unlocked. Even though I haven't even used Torrent, she's going to ask me about him. And I am going to skip all this dialogue. I don't see any good reason to lie to her. I don't think it changes anything for any quests, but it's just, she gives you different dialogue, like, oh, I must be mistaken. I think you still get the spirit summoning bell. As long as you have the spirit summoning bell in your possession, you can summon spirit ashes. And I am actually going to switch some of these around. Okay, and the reason that I did that is because if you... Oh, I wonder if there was dialogue that I was supposed to activate there, but because I walked away, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I just got the DLC and I played through it a little bit, and then I realized all of my characters are New Game Plus or farther. Like my first character is at New Game Plus 3, I think. But every single character I have is in New Game Plus at the very minimum. So now I'm like, oh, I should make a new character just so I can experience the DLC as a first playthrough. And like before I make the world harder with New Game Plus. And I guess that's what I'm doing here too, with this little tutorial. Yeah, so that's it for this first video, I think. I've been doing it for 30 minutes, and I've shown you the basics of fighting, my guard counter strategy, which I love. I love doing that with anybody that I can get away with doing it. And I've cleared the first area. We've picked up some earthleaf flowers, which I am actually going to make right now. Summoning other players. So now I have 4 of those. Yeah. Furl Calling Finger Remedy. Try saying that 5 times fast. So I got 4 of those so I can summon people. This is for putting a sign down if you want someone to summon you. The Finger Severer is if you want to remove someone from your world that you have summoned. I don't know why you would use it unless somebody was being a dick. But I think severing people is kind of being a dick too. A small golden effigy sends your sign to summoning pools that you've activated. And then this is used for writing messages. You don't actually click on that item. You can just go to messages. And you know what? I am just going to pull open each menu because this little tooltip thing keeps popping up. And I don't want to see it ever again. Okay. The one thing I was going to say about messages is that you should leave them. And you should appraise them. Generally, if I find a message to be poor, I do not appraise it at all. I don't think it affects the number of appraisals that are listed. I want to see what he's selling. Oh, he has more things to say. My people are wanderers. And now I've exhausted his dialogue. He does not have any smithing stones. That's what I came back to look for. You know what? I'm not going to buy anything. But that's pretty much it right now. If you have problems with this area over here, the Gatefront Ruins, just remember to be stealthy, be patient, take them on one at a time. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to try to do one of these every other day, so I'm constantly making progress on it. I might do one tomorrow, just because tomorrow is Tuesday, and I'm probably going to be busy on Wednesday, so I'm not going to have time to play video games. But in the next video, we're going to clear some of these caves. And I'll show you how to do them quickly. I'm just going to pop down here and activate this grace, because I know that if I sit here, Melina will talk to us. And oh no, she doesn't. Maybe I got to beat the guy in the cave first. Well, we'll find out. I mentioned activating these things before. What I've just done there is I've activated the summoning pool. So now, if I use that small golden effigy, my sign will show up here as a potentially summonable person. That's all I wanted to share for now, and yeah, I'll make another video tomorrow, I think. Hey! Talk to you later.